one today. Welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium and the home of the Auburn Tigers. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on a team from the ACC, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Wide open downfield. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Well, this tight end can run these crossing patterns, and he can catch the ball against man coverage or zone coverage. That time, nice job seeing the ball in, helping his QB out.
He'll try to do it himself. Breaks into the open. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
It's such a good sign for your offense when your quarterback is this dialed in early in the game, right? On the RPO, wanted to throw it, nobody open, so he takes off running it himself and gets a big gainer. If I'm the coordinator and play caller, I'm finding more ways to get this guy running the football and keep this defense on their heels.
And that's such a difficult thing to ask your quarterback, to run the RPO, stick it in the belly of the running back, turn, throw it really, really quickly. And you could tell, maybe rushed it a little bit too much, and that was the reason it was an inaccurate throw.
The give is to Williams. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks it down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Dropping back, it's Daniels. It's complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you, on defense, these linebackers are trained not just to stop the run, but to go out and cover in space and make tackles in the open field. That linebacker shows you all of his skill set there.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Just feeds the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
After that last completion, it's second down. Looking to fire. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Dumps it to the back. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give is to Williams.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Uncorks it. He's open on the right. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Hard running there. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He'll keep it himself. Gets it in. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the tailback. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
Catch in the middle. It's Coleman. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Coleman. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Quickly to the tight end. Turning it on! He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Auburn doing business in the red zone. Running the red zone. It's Robinson. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Tigers have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll go to the air. Looking to get it in. And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Auburn! Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Jayhawks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They go to the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. That's caught. It's Canty. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow-developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Buying some time. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Jayhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go right back to it. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
And the Jayhawks with the 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. How about that play behind the line as they lose 5?
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
They'll try to make up for that last one on 2nd and 15. Looking to pass, it's Daniels. Trying to set up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
At the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Sets up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Almost pop free on the screen, but he stopped short of the line to gain. It's 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And the try is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Rush is on him. Caught close to the marker. It's Coleman. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. Looking downfield on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the first half, but he got too aggressive, and he should have thrown that one away or eaten it, because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the end of the half.
Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Quick release by the QB. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And I got to find ways to manufacture some offense down here in this area. The field shrinks. It gets a little bit more difficult. So I got to take a few more chances, get the ball with some speed on the perimeter, try to make some big plays.
And the D deny them on second and goal. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He'll pull it on the read. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. This short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. A run from the quarterback. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. Will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He got it. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Jayhawks will boot away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Pop. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Looking for a man, it's Daniels. Snagged in the middle, it's Pickett. There he goes. Oh, it's a fumble. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball support.
Reads it, fires complete. At the 20, he's got space. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. And the Jayhawks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Out of the gun, the inside kid. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for the score! And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Flips it out on the screen. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Tries to get it on the ground. He's stopped, knocked down behind the line of scrimmage on fourth and goal, and they'll have it at the 3.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Touchdown, Kansas! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Baylor is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace. They're up 14 over Illinois. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. The Kansas offense returns to the field. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that roster. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Finds the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looking for a man. It's Daniels. It's complete on the right side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Gain of 14. 1st and goal, Kansas.
We've reached the break, and Kansas has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. to the right, complete. And he will score! Touchdown, Rock Chalk! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Auburn offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Might be looking to run. He'll get rid of it. Caught over the middle. It's Howard.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Coleman. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Here comes the offense on first down. Snap in the shotgun. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Simmons. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Catch in the middle. It's Cobb. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Power football with the run. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. He'll set up to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college.
A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's what
breaks into the open. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, this offense is given a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity because 1st and 2nd down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Hauls it in the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Auburn to the line in a hurry. They just keep firing. Here's a heat. He just kept those big, powerful thighs is churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Looking to fire. He wants it all. Touchdown, Auburn. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Auburn, 13.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. To the air, it's Daniels. The short hands, it's Williams. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California, is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that third down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
The Jayhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They boot it away. Wants to return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
With this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on first down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Now adjusting. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team is incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put